Okay, so I went long. This is just an eval here on day traders. I went long 5 micros. Just focusing on these accounts here, and I'll leave a um code there, a link. In fact, I think I already got one. A link there for day traders. Still, obviously using Apex. Um, and my coupon code for them is Blues Trades, but just gonna get started here. This is just the eval, but I am long also in a funded account with day traders. So these are just 5 micros here. I'm actually
Order
gonna take
filled.
3 off, and let 2 run. Um, but yeah, so this is just ES, not trading in Q right now. Um, just mostly focusing on ES. Been doing a lot better since I've just been focusing on ES and not messing with NQ. And been a couple weeks since I did a stream, so just thought I would hop on here and yeah, go from there. I didn't catch it right at open. I wish I had. I mean, that would have been a good 20 points right there. But I knew we were going to open down just because of the Iran situation, and good dip buy opportunity there. Um, Huge gap here, but yeah, I knew we were going to open down, and more than likely they're going to come up and buy it right at open. I am still coughing a tad, but I think for the most part, I've gotten rid of the. I had walking pneumonia, so was took a toll there for a while. Dave, you've come off of Apex. Yeah, I mean it's here. Here's what I'll tell people now. Okay, two things. I think Apex is good for cheap evaluations, so that gives you a good entry into futures and not have to spend a lot of money. Um, but in in another aspect, I think Apex is better if you're more experienced. Um, but yeah, so I actually so day traders actually is basically Apex when Apex first started. I mean, um I can trade trail now just because I've learned how to trade trailing drawdown, but in all actuality, I do the best with end of day drawdown. Um, I think the best way to deal with a trailing drawdown situation is to make 200 to 300 bucks a day and just call it quits and just be like completely done. So that's kind of the way I just look at it now. Because it's kind of like the casino, the longer you stay, the more you're going to give back. Yeah, I don't like that either. I agree with you there, Dave. The thing is, it almost punishes you if you've had a really good day. That's the only thing I don't like. But if you want to scale and you can have the discipline to trade multiple accounts and just go for the base hits every day, Apex is still the best with that, in my opinion. All
Order
right, I'm going to
filled.
take another one off there. I'll check on my actual PA account. It's on Rhythmic, so I can't really show it on here because I'm not using the VPS right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm up like 40 bucks on that account just with one micro on the PA account. So yeah, a couple $100 a day though, like that really adds up, you know. I mean, I made 100 and almost 200 on Friday. So, that was the first day I activated that account. But yeah, so I'll probably just go for 100, 150. during the next 24 hours on this account, on the PA account, and then I'll just shut it down and not deal with it. And then I'll just trade the, excuse me, continue to trade the eval. I mean, this one is basically more than halfway done. The one I'm showing on screen here. So this one, um, excuse me, this one is on Top Step X, or Top on Project X, which I really, really like. I love Project X. I'm gonna, um, I'll more than likely get this one passed this week, which I'm almost like 95% certain I can get this passed this week. Um, and then I'll activate this one as well. I really, really wish Apex would get Project X. I mean, I know they got well charts and it's okay. It's just it's not my favorite. The reason I love Project X is because of this situation right here. Well, not well, this is part of it. The dashboard, like I got a 59% win rate, not bad. Um, and it gives you your best day percentage of profit, which with day traders you have to have 50%. Same with Top Step. And then you can also, it gives you a lot of information, I think, in a nice clean dashboard. And then on top of that, it gives you the calendar, uh, and then your trades. But let's see, where was I going with this? Lord of mercy. Here we go. This right here. So you can do the risk settings, and that's what I really like. Like I can do a personal daily loss limit. I've got mine at 1,000. I got the profit target at 750, and then once it hits it, it's just done. So it forces me because I've just had an issue with overtrading. So this right here forces me to make the profit target and just be like completely done. I think I think each of these props have pros and cons, I've had my funded futures in the past, but I've never gotten a payout with them. I've gotten a payout with Apex Topstep and now working on the day traders. But as far as my funded futures, I've never had one. And then the one I'm going to go for next is Take Profit Trader. But I'm not going to get a Take Profit Trader until I get payout with day traders. I just think that's the best way to do it is to get your payout from one, and then use that payout to bankroll your others. That way you're not really spending like a ton of your own money, right? So, all right, my sell my micro in the PA account. So $45. Nothing to brag about, but I'll take it. It's probably just a little bit of a pullback here, consolidation. However, if you're looking, this is a 2 minute chart, which I don't know how in the world I got on that. But nonetheless, this will give me a chance to teach you guys the strat here. If you zoom in here, this is an outside bar here on the 2 minute. So we could get back inside green before the thing I don't like about this right now that's setting up is a pivot machine gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your pivot all the way down here. But pivot machine gun with the strat is 5 pivots. So I don't like that we got that pivot machine gun setting up there with an outside bar there on the 2 minute. So let's see if this comes back inside. It'll probably come back inside right to about here, 5094. Um let's see if I can get one right there. I want to do a sell. I'm gonna do a sell right there at that pivot. If we come back inside enough for that to trigger, this might go 2 down here on the 2 minute. So 2 down would make it 59.90. Um, and it could, potentially flush and come all the way back down here. Um,
Order
I'm gonna
filled.
get out of the micro. I'm gonna do 3
Order
micros short
filled.
right here. We did go 2 down there on that 2 minute. The thing I've been focusing on as well is just sizing down. That way I give myself more leeway to be right, because what I've found just in my own back testing is I'm rarely wrong. I'm just early. Tons of times I've been early and not wrong. But if you size too heavy, especially with a trailing drawdown or any drawdown for that matter, you could potentially blow your account and not give yourself a chance for your thesis to play out. Okay, now we got a doji here on the 2 minute. This could come all the way back up here. Um, which it is.
Order filled.
All right, so I did get in. It did get in short there. Um, so that 2 down turned green. I should have went long and reversed right there, but that's fine. I mean, I've learned how to play both sides. All right, so I'm gonna
Order
close that
filled.
out. It's gonna be wild if this 2 goes outside as well. Seems like I had my sell order in the exact right place though. Definitely consolidating here in this area. Which to be expected, because, they bought the dip right at open and now they just need to consolidate this here. Uh, how in the world I can get I wanted to do like a rectangle, but I don't see it. So we'll just do this right here. Yeah, this pivot machine gun could totally play out right here. So that actually did go outside that 2 minute. Um, like I said, I had my sell order in the perfect spot for that too. So this right here, this red candle, the top of this is also the strat would also consider that a TTO. You can draw your broadening formation there off of that.
Order filled.
Yeah, this is definitely consolidating around in this area. I need to find out why. Give me just a minute here. Let me get out of another
Order
one of
filled.
these. Um, let's see. I didn't do my weekly thing. I always do this. Let me I don't know how I can move this, so we'll just do it like that. So 2 down to start the week here. Um See all this liquidity here at 6,000 to 59.64. So yeah, that makes sense why it would do this. So you could draw your TTO broadening formation here. Let's just do that. Guys, if a lot of this is over your head, like it took me a long time to it took me a few months to really learn the strat and put it into practice. But if all of this, what I'm saying, is over your head, then you can go to Sarah Strat Sniper's channel and learn about the strat. That broadening formation does not look good, but it is not perfect by any means here. This is a weekly chart as well, so, but there you go. There's your broadening formation, megaphone pattern here. Uh, Again, not perfect, but we're going with it. We're just going to go with it. It's close enough for government work, as they say. But yeah, so this is the weekly chart. So 2 down to start the week, but barely. Like, I mean, if you look, like, we didn't really, unless they continue to sell it off, which is highly possible. Look for maybe 59.20, maybe 58.80, maybe 58.60s to hit, but they did buy the dip at open. No huge real sell off. However, again, we are in this broadening formation. So as as the creator of the strat, Rob Smith, would say, how are you going to get out of here? So we really need to break this up, or we're just going to continue to chop around in here. We are in this mother bar range here from 60.32 down to 57.31. So I would just say we're just going to continue to chop around in here all week until, I mean, golly, World War III would have to start in order to take out all these pivots. Now, not saying it can't happen. Anything is possible these days. But uh we're just chopping. In all actuality, we're chopping. 60.76 down to 59.15. You could use that small mother bar range there. Um let's use that one. All right. So, I'll draw the fib. I should have already had this done, but such is life. Okay. Um so let's draw the fib from 60.76. I think it's 60.76 down to, yes, 59.17. That was a weekly bar. Wow. Okay, so TTO'd here 2 weeks ago at 61.25. So you can see we're right at optimal entry of the 0.382 there at 59.78. So yeah, we really didn't. I expected us to be down more than what we were at open. Let's see, am I short or long? Yeah, I'm short one MES. Okay. Um, I was like, man, am I stuck in a long or a short there? I really like trading on the Dom now. Dave, I can't remember if you trade the strat or not. Refresh my memory, but I'm not 100% sure if you do. All right, I'm going
Order
back
filled.
along there. Just like 2 or 3 micros. Actually, let's
Order
go
filled.
5. Because if we go down to a smaller time frame, they're probably buying this right here. Let's go back to the 2 minute. And so outside on the 2 minute there, let's see here. What do I want to do? I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna look at this. I don't want smooth moving average, doofus. What the hell is smooth moving average? I want the simple. I guess moving average on here is just like the simple is just, yeah, SMA. Okay, cool. So there's so the Oliver Velez thing, I don't know if any of you guys ever watch him. I like his the 2200 on the 2 minute time frame. I really like that. Okay, so make that double. So basically, he looks at the relationship, which the 200 is all the way up here. He looks at the relationship between the width of the 2200. So if it's tight, you're about to get a big move, and then also, um, yeah, it's just it's a lot that goes in it, but yeah. All right, so that long on those micros was a good call on that 2 minute. Um, outside two up there. So we went outside here and then two up.
Order filled.
See if we break this two up here.
Order filled.
So you can see just on this 2 minute here how tight we are. Just consolidating here in this little range. But yeah, we need to break. The problem is it might take it a while to do it. Because we had such a big move. It may take a while to as VWAP trader would say, they gotta clean all this up. Two up red there on the 2 minute. I don't like that. That diminishes the chances of pushing through. Or not. I definitely went two up there on that 2 minute there on ES. Well, that's gonna be wild if they TTO on this bar right here.
Order filled.
Guys, this is $190 added tonight just playing some micros. Don't let anybody tell you you can't make money with micros because you absolutely can. Now, if I'd have gone, balls to the wall and played minis, I mean, that'd have been $1,900, but still not a bad little haul there on some micros. I don't like that TTO there on the 2 minute though. 6,002. Really can't see a reason to be short right here. Um, Probably just kind of melt up over the session. We are above the 20 now. 200 is up there around 6018. So we are above the 20 SMA there on that 2 minute. Probably just, like I said, chop around until we can break that broadening formation. I think I like Project X a lot because it just reminds me so much of trading on TradingView. Um, and I really, really like that. One thing that's helped me lately, though, too, is just realizing that I've got 23 hours to execute a trade and I don't need to make it all in one day, or in one trade. So that's really helped me a lot as well. Um, because obviously the goal is to, get some more payouts. I'm gonna take a look at gold while I'm sitting here watching ES. Let's see here. I think I can do it like this. So gold had a two up red week last week. We're back inside so far, but unless we break 34.14 up to 34.27, head back up to 34.53, gold could easily sell off right here. In fact, I'm going to
Order filled.
execute a micro gold short. All right, so ES did go two up again there on that 2 minute. But we really need to break 6,002 in order to head to 6,005. Let's see if we're going to break it here on this push. Yep, they're 6,005. I really like that. I really like Oliver Velez's 2200 strategy. It's helped me. It's helped me quite a bit. So, combining that with the short um or with the short with the strat has, helped me quite a bit. Why that gold isn't working out, I don't know, but it's not as of yet, but that's why I just did a micro. I'm glad I just did a micro on cold and not a mini. So if you guys are new to my channel, I trade the strat created by Rob Smith, and I learned a ton from him, but I also learned a lot from Sarah Strat Sniper. Um, and Rob passed away in 20, I think it's either 23 or 22, I can't recall right now, but the strat was an absolute godsend for me. I really, really learned a ton from Rob with that. And I'm not perfect at it, but it's really transformed my trading a lot. Uh, and just, you know, to me, it's probably the best system out there. You don't really need any indicators. It's just, it basically, in a nutshell, is a language for price action. Um, and it's the only thing that I've found that consistently works for me. And I know a lot of people would trade the strat, and I think they would tell you the same. So I went over the weekly chart. There on ES. I did not do NQ. Not really worried about NQ, but yeah. So when I drew out that fib there on the mother bar situation, and we were at that optimal entry, that's where I went long. And couldn't really see a reason to be short, especially based off of that optimal entry there. Uh, was it 59.78? And you could have, called that a reverse pivot machine gun there. We are also in this mother bar range here, 6105. Um, but yeah, so just, in this broadening formation, and I just decided to take a long there based off of that optimal entry there on ES. This gold micro short is not working out at the moment. But again, I don't think I'm wrong. Um, just early, as usual, per my own back testing. It seems like I'm always early, rarely wrong, always early almost. So I'm not going to let that gold short wander too much. May go ahead and cut it uh, just so I don't have to babysit it. If I cut it, I mean, I'm looking at what, like $160 just based off of micros tonight. Not a bad session. In fact, I
Order
am going to
filled.
cut it so I don't have to worry about it and look at it any longer. I'll continue to monitor that gold chart, but that short did not work out. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Let's see here. Go back to the 2 minute here on ES. Stuck in a little mini mother bar range there. I am not in a position as far as my funded account goes, nor in a position here as the eval goes. I think Apex is still running their 80% off sale. So the best way for you guys to support my channel is use my coupon code Blues Trades over there at Apex, and also have some other affiliate links down in the description. Feel free to use those as well. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on stream. This, been a pretty profitable open here in session for me, so I don't want to screw that up. And Sunday night baseball's getting ready to come on here in a bit. Probably watch that game. I don't even know who's playing the Sunday night baseball game, but I'll watch that game and just kind of relax a little bit, get ready for the week ahead. And we are just consolidating here. Just, no real reason to be in a trade for me. So, all right. Well, I'm going to hop off stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, feel free to use my Apex code as Blues Trades. That'll get you a really good discount right now. And then I have some other links as well. You can feel free to use those. So, all right. everyone has a great night. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna try to do some streams here during the week. May do some New York session streams. Excuse me, I don't normally do those, but may try to do some more of those starting this week. May also do some late night sessions as well. So feel free to come hang out. I teach the strat. It's all I trade, and we'll go from there. So, all right.